Hello again, everybody. Today I'm going to continue playing the workshop random levels. Once again, I'm just going to the most recent and checking out what we have around. I like to grab everything that usually when things say hard, I usually try to play them. If they say impossible, then I usually don't because most of the levels that say impossible are they just solve themselves automatically without even you doing anything. This one already has someone who solved this and shared the replay. It's not the most common thing for the fourth item down on the list. So, 3 wrecking balls, 3 different phases. If you don't know, A and B go at different times. If it's A1 and A2, they go at the same time, but the 1 and 2 are to designate which particular flag it goes to. Level info, so it's just one at a time, so... This should be pretty straightforward. I have a huge budget. I think I can basically just... I think the main thing that you have to do with this is make sure you get 2 steel on each piece, on each road joint, which will make the particular road joints a little stronger. And then you just have to make your bridge big enough to where it doesn't collapse, or if the triangle is big enough. So I'm going to build this across, and I'm going to put a little extra support in the middle, and I feel like that will be enough to solve the level. We'll see. Alright, so... Okay, unless the other ones are like crazy speeds that just blow this up, then looks like I solved this level first try with less than half the budget. Alright, well, there we go. These things move really slow. I'm not going to bother sharing the replay. So I'm going to exit workshop again. Oops, I don't know where I'm going. Most recent. Alright, let's unsubscribe from that, because I don't like to keep too much stuff sitting around. Got whatever this thing is. There's a jump level. I haven't done a jump level here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this suspended jump. A lot of the jump levels from the workshop I don't really like, but alright. So I guess if there's just one car, it doesn't show the letter. I wasn't aware of that. Large paddle boat, hydraulic face, city car. Okay, so the boat goes first. Okay. Alright, well, that's the road I've got. Alright, so I'm going to make sure I build over the bridge here so I can have something that holds this together, I guess. Things are going to get a little bit congested in here. That's alright. Gonna use a couple cables to hold that in. How am I in budget? 13 out of 18. Okay. Okay. So, should be able to attach to this point. I think that expanding is probably too much. Let's go to about 35. Alright, go to 2D mode. Kind of. So I don't want this to be very flat. Wow, completely underestimated that. Don't think I'm gonna have enough. And it breaks my bridge. So, let's see. Going to push this in a little bit. I don't feel like I went in far enough. This can go in a lot. Alright. Oh. If this doesn't work, I'm going to switch to a double hydraulic. I'm pretty sure I've got the... Oh, that went a little far. Alright. So now the only thing I have to make sure I'm doing after this is that it doesn't break the bridge. Well, it broke the bridge, but it's solved. So, I guess I can try to figure out how to do this without getting it to break. I normally don't care about that as much. I don't know why. Like, I understand if you want to, but I normally care more about getting it under a small budget than just to get it to solve without breaking. I guess it's probably because I view the game as more of a bunch of puzzles as opposed to a bunch of bridges. So, and solving the puzzle, not breaking, is not always a requirement. So, I do 44. Let's try this. Okay, I'm going to lift this up and make this go to 45. Okay, just gonna move this end, which is gonna be easier than adjusting the bridge to try to line up. It'll also save a little bit of money. It's straight enough to where it doesn't matter. Well, okay. So it's now just a tweaking game. Funny how I cleared it so well when it broke. But now when it's not breaking, it's proving to be like not quite, it's falling just short. I don't want to have to redo a bunch of this stuff. I think this is all the way up. So I would think if this is greater than a 45, you're not going to get much extra benefit from it. But I think there's a lot of other factors into play, like whether or not it's losing speed going up that slope. So it's like a little different, I guess, than if you're in your physics class and you're shooting something out of a cannon and trying to figure out the optimal distance, because you have to consider if you're changing the velocity of the car is being impacted by the change of the slope. That was really close, so I'm actually going to lower this a little bit more. And if this doesn't work, I might just split this into 2 pieces and to get a little bit extra distance, or put a bigger gap on right here. Alright, I'm going to try the bigger gap here first. Okay, so should be able to get this pretty smooth. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now I'd like to try to position my camera for our GIF. Oh, geez, really? I didn't do anything different. Alright, so going to put it to 300, I'll try that. And then sometimes it's like the first time will be different than the consecutive times. And it has to do with like if you change something like on your bridge versus if you're just restarting. So if you restart it, and unless most of the time the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so forth, those will all be the same, but the first one might be different. Unless your bridge is just really crazy and you're getting something different each time, which does happen, but alright, so I'm going to share the replay, make sure it's all there, looks like it is, and save. Okay, that's 2 levels down. Alright, so exit the map, and go, don't need to go there, Steam Workshop. Okay. Build a crane on this. Build a crane to lift up a part of the road. Unlimited budget. I don't really like maps like this. I mean, a lot of people do, I guess, but I mean, I like the ones to just the. I mean, if you have, you can build your own sandbox level, so you can build whatever you want. I mean, I suppose someone else who challenges you to something. I didn't know I could do this by pulling this down. Alright. Mega flip, level 1 easy. Lifted and powerful. Car speed, 350%. That's a nice little statistic to tell me about. Level is about find the right angle. About to, okay, whatever. Reading's not my strong suit. Jumping over like wrecking ball. Most of the time, a lot of times people creating the levels, their spelling is worse than mine. So, I have a slight advantage, I guess. Balloon bridge, easy monster truck, a small problem. Hey, there's my level. 30k budget, get over the ship at. Is that an at? I can't quite tell because of the font. Okay. I need to fix this to where you can submit maps without a title. Don't really like that. Boat and sports car. Swing. Difficulty 0%. You just need to do anything. No thank you. Try many types of bridges. Okay. Small problem. This is why I feel like I have so much time finding difficult maps or challenging maps to play. You have to kind of start creating your own challenges. So if you guys have a challenge for me, then feel free to make comments. I'm always looking for different things to do. Double monster truck jump, mega jump. Game over, retry. Lower the bridge, try to figure it out. Okay. I guess I'll try to figure this one out. Freedom. What that is. Okay. So basically they're like advertising the sandbox. You can build whatever you want. Well, we know this. Lower the bridge. Why? What? Oops. No options. I don't know what I'm expecting to see here. There's nothing else on the screen. So I just have to make it go down a slope, I guess. So a lot of times I felt like if this didn't line up decently with the top one, I probably would have just stopped playing this level right away. I'd be like, yep, this is too boring, and I don't like the how things don't line up. Alright, the tuk-tuk is incredibly light, so alright. Yay, that was hard. Okay. And exit to map. What am I going to do now? Oh, I guess I can play some of these most popular ones. Let's do this month, and then let's turn the legacy maps. Is the last patch? Pretty much all the maps that came out after this last patch are the, I guess, non-legacy maps. The legacy maps are the older ones. So whenever you click the maps, the non-legacies will show you the budget and the resources, and also the screenshots you won't be able to see the bridge at all. If I go to most popular of all time, then you see some of the stuff that I hate the most, like the Great Hydraulic Bridge. Biggest thing I don't like, well, there's several things I don't like, is the one, this is a very simple bridge, like the level is really simple. This level was put in there when the when Polybridge got a whole lot of attention, and it was all voted up because of this picture. And interestingly enough, the level doesn't actually exist. If you try to subscribe, you can't download it because whenever they submitted the level, it failed, and there's no level file. So even though this is one of the most viewed levels, you can't even play it. And you can tell pretty obviously because it's so high up here and it still has 0 replays. So anyways, that's off my little soapbox. Let's go to the most recent for this, or most popular this month. Then I'm gonna see a little bit more interesting stuff, I guess. So, Falling Car, Medium, okay, I did that one actually. I've probably played, well, I've subscribed to most of these, as you can tell. Was I gonna do this? Let's do 6 months is probably gonna be about the same thing. Alright, so I'm gonna go to this month. So this is gonna be, you're not gonna have anything. Then I'm gonna turn off the legacy. Alright, cables only. Alright. I believe I played this one already. I think if I click in here, it's probably this one right here. A lot of times I like to make comments. See, there I got a smiley face. So I pull up. Yeah, so I played this one originally, and I thought you were limited on your number of. I thought you were limited on the number of roads. So I built a solution for this where you had to bring this road all the way up to the top. But then I looked at other replays and they just built a road across the top, and I kind of felt stupid. So I guess in high pull-up they didn't mean bring this whole road up, let B cross, then lower it back down. They just meant make a drawbridge that it's kind of like an edge hugger level. So we can make it a high pull-up level, or just lifting the whole bridge. Those are kind of fun. You can do the... I think I might do... Yeah, I know what I'll do. So I'm going to do the method where you use a single hydraulic like this. I'm going to build a really high thing. I believe this was about, yeah, I see that's full, it's a full length between the bottom and top. So 2 hydraulics will go all the way up there. Oh, I don't have any steel in this, I forgot. So, so I have to build a big crazy structure up here in order to support this top point. Obviously there's better ways to solve this level, but that's not what I'm here for, so. Okay, then let's to make sure I don't connect to this point. Okay. Alright, and then let's go. Okay, yeah, it looks like a little rocket ship. Okay, so then what I need to do is make sure that when it gets up to the top that it doesn't rock like crazy. So then what I like to do is I'm gonna build out I'm gonna build a little arm like so. This is gonna be my stabilizing arm. This point here is halfway between where it starts and where it ends. And then it's basically just going to allow it to rotate along that piece. So then what I need to do is actually secure this point here somehow with just a web of wood. I'll just do the web of wood style. Alright. Okay, then I'm going to click here and here. It should be alright. So this should lift it all the way up. The stabilizing arm should keep it from rocking and swinging. So let's call this a rocket ship. Oh! Alright, so you can see what it does without the stabilizing arm. It actually works. Is it going to snap back in place? That would have been funny. Alright, so I need to actually change the stabilizing arm to be attached to the bridge. And blast off. And that is not working out so well. I spoke so highly of it, and it's kind of failing miserably. But I think it's going to... Hey, there we go. Although this worked, and it's under budget, I'm actually going to share the replay, but I'm going to try to make it better. So I think 200 will be, your replay is like 10 seconds long, so if it, oh, I bet if I build my arm on the right side it will be better. Or the left side, I mean. So, share replay. That's good enough. And then let's save. It's the rocket ship. Okay, uploading replay in the lower left. Alright. So, let's take all this guy. Let's cut it. Flip it. And paste it here. Sometimes the pasting doesn't work, like as far as how the split joints connect. Actually made it worse. Alright. So I'm gonna go with the double technique. Grab 2 of these. Okay. Can you figure out what's going on? I hope you can. So I got 2 stabilizing arms. There we go. That looks a little bit better. So, what was it? The definition of sanity is someone who tries the same thing multiple times and expects a different result. Well, that's me right now. Okay, so I'm gonna take these arms out and go back to what I originally was thinking of doing. And that is certainly easier to digest or to visualize. So get this in the middle. Alright, and that looks ugly, but I'll go with it. Should be fine. Alright, I'm going to put it on both sides. And then I'm just going to attach a cable on both sides here. Now what this does is, since the cable can contract, or it doesn't take any compression, I guess. Essentially, the cable sags when it gets smaller, but it doesn't visually do that. As it's lifting, this will sag and the cable won't do anything, but once it's pulled up to the top again, since this is the equal distance between the bottom and the top, it will be at full tension again. So, therefore, it should create a decently stable bridge for the car B to go across. See, that kind of worked out as advertised. Alright, there we go. Alright, I think I'm gonna call that for this episode, so hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you. Stay tuned for my next video. I don't know how to do these signing out stuff. I don't do this YouTube stuff very much. I just thought I would share my stuff. Alright, until next time, bye.